If there's one city of the world where it's hard to find a place to buy or rent, it's Sydney. If you've tried to find a home here recently, you're familiar with the problem. Every time you walked into open house, you get some information about what's out there, what's on the market. But every time you walk out, you're running the risk of very best place pressing you by. So how do you know when to switch from looking to being ready to make an offer? This is such a cruel and familiar problem that it might c- come as a surprise that it's a simple solution. 37%. If you want to maximize the probability that you find the very best place, you should look at 37% what's on the market, and they make an is and they make an offer on next place, which is better than anything. Or you're looking for months, take 37% of the time, 11 days to set standard, and then you're ready to act. We know this because trying to find a place to live is an example of optimal stopping problem, a class of problems that has been studied extensively by mathematicians and computer scientists. I am a computational scientist. I spend my time trying to understand how it is that human minds work, from our amazing successes to our dismal failures. To do that, I think about the computational of problems that arise of everyday life and compare the idea solution to those problems to the way that we actually behave. As a side effect, I get to see how how applying a little bit of computer science can make a human decision making. I have a personal motivation going up in birth as an overly clever kid. I will always try to and act in the way that I thought was a rational, reasoning through every decision, trying to figure out the very best action to take. But this is an approach that doesn't scale when you start run into a sort of problem that arise in adult life. At one point, I even tried to break up with my girlfriend because trying to make into account her performances and as well as and then find perfect solution was just leaving me exhausted. She pointed out that I was taking the wrong approach to solving this problem, and she later became my wife. What is it's basic as trying to decide what is, or as an important as trying to decide how to spend the rest of my life. Human lives are filled with computational problems that are just too hard to solve by applying sheer effort. For those problems, it's worth consulting the expert computer scientist. When you're looking for life the advice, computer scientists probably aren't the first problem you think to talk to. Living life like a computer, sympathetically de- determined exhaust doesn't sound. By thinking about computer science of human decisions reveals that in fact we've got that when applied to sort of difficult problems as the rise in human the way the computer actually solves those problems looks a lot more like the way the people really act. Take the example of trying to decide what restaurant to go to. This is a problem that has a particular computational structure. You've got a set of options. You're going to choose one of those options, and you're going to face exactly the same decision tomorrow. In that situation, you run up against what computer scientists call that explore exploit trade-off. You have to make the decision about whether you're going to try something new, exploring, getting that you might be able to use a feature, but where's what you're going to give a place exploiting the information that you've already gathered so far. The explore trade-off show up at any time you have between trying something new and you or trying to decide you're going to spend the life. It's also a problem that technology companies when trying web page so should they show a new ad to learn something about it and should they show you over the last 60 years computer scientists have made a lot of progress understanding explore trade-off and the result offer some surprising insights. When you're trying to decide what the restaurant to go to, the first question you should ask yourself is how much longer you're going to be in town. If you're just going to be there for a short time, then you should explore. There's no point gathering information. Just go to place. But if you're going to be alone, trying something new, because the information you give is something that can improve your choices. The value of information increases, the more opportunities you're going to have to use it.